welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your month ahead reading, August. Usually if I've got time mid-month, then I do a mid-month reading. If not, then I don't. So yeah, I like to just say it's for the whole month first, so I know that I'm covered and the readings are done. So yeah, this is your reading. I'm using my new deck. As you can see, I've got a lot of decks of cards, and loads over there as well. I don't use all of them, but this one really caught my eye. I got this yesterday from Amazon, and it's called the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. It's just phenomenal. It's a really, really beautiful deck of cards. Really, really pretty. Really good illustrations. It takes some getting used to because the illustrations are so busy and so detailed, and sometimes I think the message can get lost in the illustrations sometimes, because how I do tarot is I use three senses. So I use my sense of sight, my intuition, and also my knowledge, what I know of my knowledge of the cards. So I use what the standard meanings along with my intuition and also what I see. And sometimes things can get lost in this, but it's a beautiful, beautiful deck of cards. You'll see them when I open them up anyway. For your advice, we're going to use either the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards, or we'll use the Doreen Virtue Oracle, okay? And that's the romance one, but it's only if it turns out to be more of a love reading more than anything else. Let's make a start then. So I've got my drink on the side. If you can see the bottle, it's just because it gets really warm. It's very warm in England, for those of you who are watching perhaps from abroad. I'm just going to get the cards out now. Right, 1, 2. It's just beautiful, and the way that they come packaged as well, and you've got this everyday enchantment book and everything, and it's just phenomenal. The whole thing is just really happy. I mean, it's kind of a little bit. It's not that expensive really. It's about £32, which is about £40 in American dollars. So yeah, it's just really, really nice. I'm so glad I bought this deck. I just think it's phenomenal. Anyway, let's make a start. Let's see what's coming in for Taurus in the month of August 2018. Sorry, I need to remove this little piece of hair that's in my way. Okay, so Universe Spirit, just show me Taurus for August 2018. Show me Taurus, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Taurus, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Taurus for the month of August. Show me Taurus for the month of August 2018. Show me. Okay, so let's split the deck into two. They're rather large cards as well, so they can be kind of a little bit difficult to shuffle, but they're just so nice. I really, really like them a lot. So, okay. Right. Taurus. I mean, I certainly think that there are some secrets being kept from you, because the energy is the High Priestess around you in the month of August 2018. Taurus, you're showing up here in the immediate future. You're showing as a King of Coins. I can read the tarot, whether you're a king or a queen, as male or female, especially if it's just signed usually, because Taurus is the King of Coins and you're showing up. We'll see what we can see about this particular reading though, Taurus. Let's see what we can find out. So, right, you guys, you are showing us the Three of Wands. Alright, now the Three of Wands is all about a journey. This is about, broadening your horizons, and I think that you guys, it might be that you're in a group with that Three of Wands energy, because you can see there are 3 people. Are there 3 people? No, there's 3. There's 3 people on this card here. But as you can see, they're all on an expedition. Okay, if I keep looking here, it's because my monitor's here and I can see what's going on. They're on an expedition, Taurus, and I think that this more than anything is about you. And I think in the month of August 2018, you're showing us exploring new territory and basically expanding your horizons, what the Three of Wands is. Now, usually on the Rider-Waite deck, you'll see on that Three of Wands, somebody's waiting for something. So sometimes it's a card that suggests waiting for your ships to come in, the Three of Wands energy. But it is also a card that suggests networking with people as well. On this card, it's showing 3 explorers. So we're going to use the theme of exploration here. And I think that you are exploring something new here. But as a result of that, the energy around you is the High Priestess. And I don't think it's secrets. I think that it's waiting. Because the High Priestess isn't just about secrets. You can use the High Priestess as a card that talks about somebody who's holding secrets back. You can also use the High Priestess as a card that suggests we need to use our intuition, or our intuition is very high, which is true. Or the High Priestess can suggest that something isn't ready to reveal itself. I do think that you guys are actually, we use the word not ready to reveal with that High Priestess. I think that you are on a journey. You're exploring some new territory here, guys. It might not even be travel or anything like that, but there's certainly some new territory I think that you're exploring. But I think that as a result of that, what you're experiencing in the month, the energy around you with this High Priestess is that whatever it is that you're experiencing, or whatever it is that you're exploring, Taurus, it's not ready to be revealed to you. The reason that everything is happening is because of Temperance, and this is all about trying to find the right combination. So trying to find the right balance in this. So I think that if you're exploring something with this Three of Wands energy, then the root issue is all about finding that balance, finding that magic combination. So you're trying to explore something that's going to give you the key. It's going to give you whatever it is that you're exploring is going, you need to find the right way. You need to find the right way that this can work. You need to find the magic kind of elixir, because the Temperance energy is also about science. Do you see what I mean? So usually on the Rider-Waite, what you'd find is an angel who's got 2 cups. And really the Temperance energy is all about trying to find that magic potion, the perfect blend. So even though you guys are exploring some new territory, the root issue is all about finding that right combination that's going to make whatever this thing is that you're exploring work. In the recent past, the Four of Swords, you've spent time to contemplate, I think. And I think that you've spent time really just to do some introspection on this thing that you're exploring, because this is all about finding the right combination, what is going to make this thing work that you're exploring. And the Four of Swords says, well, maybe in the recent past some of you guys took a step back just to do some contemplation about this. Maybe whatever it is you're exploring, you've not got the magic key to that kingdom just yet. So it's about taking a little bit of a step back with the Four of Swords and sitting down, possibly meditating, a little bit of prayer, but more than anything just contemplating what's the next step. Now what's influencing you or your challenge this month is the Three of Cups. So your challenge might be a group of people, for example, with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represent groups. They can represent gossip as well. But I think it's a group of people that's your challenge, which is why this thing isn't ready to be revealed just yet with the High Priestess energy. The most likely outcome for the month will be the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is about instability. It's about trying to find balance with the Two of Coins energy, and also it's about weighing things up. Coming into the immediate future, Taurus, we've got you, the King of Coins. So I think that coming in, you're at a place where you're feeling very kind of settled, perhaps within your home life. If you're married, within your marriages, if you're in a long-term relationship within your, within your relationships, you might be feeling very settled and very kind of, what's the word I'm looking for with the King of Coins? Very stable in terms of your work, your home life, your career, that type of thing. I'll see why you're showing up here. I don't think that this is another person. I think that this is you. But also, the King of Coins can say, well, you've got some growth. You've worked hard and you're starting to see results. So I think that whatever it is that you're exploring here, it might be in the immediate future that you are going to start seeing some results. Okay? I think that what's the challenge is that this is, because you've got the Three of Wands here, you're on some exploration route, Taurus, but it's with a group of people, and your challenge is this group, the discussions that you've had. So you're challenged by some form of a discussion, or your challenge could be an agreement. But this is why the energy around you, I think, with the High Priestess is it's not time for whatever this thing is to show results with the High Priestess energy. Perhaps for some of you guys it might actually be that if there is a group of people that's involved in this situation, maybe as a result of that the energy around you is about you guys using your intuition. What do you do, especially if you're trying to find that magic combination, but it's to whatever this thing is that you're exploring, but it's not manifesting, it's not showing the results that you want just yet. You might have had to take time out to contemplate, well, where do I go to here? Because my challenge is I've got people depending on me, or people who believe in me, or people that I've formed this agreement with. And so maybe this High Priestess is actually saying, well, as a result of that, the energy around you for the month of August 2018, Taurus, is all about the need to use your intuition. Because the most likely outcome so far is going to be that Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is all about feeling unstable, or the needing to weigh something up. You seem to be very settled in the immediate future with the King of Coins energy showing there. And you've got coming in the Lovers. You've got very strong partnerships with some of you guys in the month of August 2018, Taurus. Very strong partnership because you've got the Lovers energy. But also you've got a choice. because the Lovers is also a choice. So it might be that you're exploring something new, but really in your life you're quite settled. But it looks to me like you're quite settled, some of you guys, especially in terms of your material life. It looks to me like you're quite settled. But it looks to me you've got something on the side, something that you're doing with a group of friends or something like that. But it would seem to me that you're finding it difficult. And also the root issue might be with the Temperance energy. And we've got cards with 3 people on them all the time that I'm noticing. So you've got the 3 of Wands, sorry. Then you've got Temperance, which isn't 3 people, but it shows 3 people on the card. Can you see that? There's 3 people here, and this person's trying to mediate between these 2. And you've got the 3 of Cups as well. Can you see that? So all cards show, I've noticed in the pictures, they all show 3 individuals. All of them. So it might be the root issue is all about you having to mediate between 2 of your friends. Maybe there's a couple of friends, sorry about that. Maybe there's a couple of friends who aren't exactly getting along. Because the most likely outcome is the 2 of Coins as well. And 2 of Coins is also about mediation. You look quite settled in the immediate future, Taurus. You might have a choice to make with that Lovers. It might be that you're quite settled in terms of your love lives, your family. But also I think that you might have a choice. I think it's a choice. I think coming in is a choice. Because it's almost like you've got 2 friends. For some of you guys, it looks like you've got a group of people or a couple of friends around you. And your challenge is agreement, I think, with this 3 of Cups. The challenge is a group of friends or everybody agreeing on what direction to take this thing in. And I think that, in the immediate future, as a result of that, you're really happy doing your own thing as the King of Coins. You see results. Actually, I think that you see results more when you're on your own than you do with this group of people, Taurus. So I'm seeing perhaps groups around some of you guys that you're not getting on with. You've devised some form of a new plan within this group of people. But there seems to be some argument. I'm sensing friction here. And the energy around you is, well, what does your intuition tell you as the High Priestess? What does your intuition tell you to do? Because that's what you need to tap into. Because you experience more harmony and more success when you're doing your own thing and when you're on your own rather than when you're with this group of people. And that's why I think that you've got this choice that's coming in that you're going to need to make with the Lovers energy. Because your fear is the 5 of Cups, loss. And you've got 3 cups again, the downturn 3. Keep seeing 3s. So for me, it's definitely, for some of you guys, a group. Your fears are losing the friendship, basically. So if I think that and you look really, this is you, Taurus. King of Pentacles is a Taurus card. So for you Taurians, it's a case of, but I'm really, I feel really good when I'm on my own. When when I'm working on this thing on my own, I'm seeing more results when I'm working on my own than when I'm working with this group of people, because I'm having to keep the peace. I reckon that you're Temperance. I reckon you're the one that's having to keep the peace between these 2 people. And your challenge is 3 cups, 3 people, a group. And you're exploring with a group. So the energy, I think, is about groups in August, and the fact that you're having problems with a couple of people that you're working with, and you find that being on your own with this King of Coins energy in the immediate future, you get a lot more work done and you see a lot more results without this group. And your fears are, here we are, there's the choice card of the Lovers coming in to the influence position. But, your fears are, well, if I make a choice just to go it alone without these people, I'm going to lose the friendships. But the outcome says, the Ace of Swords, you will find the truth in the end. You are going to find the truth. You're going to find clarity. You're going to get your answer in the end with the Ace of Swords. I think definitely for some of you guys, this is a month of having to make some tough decisions in terms of friendships. Because I think that if you find more success in going it alone and doing your own thing, then this is something you should probably definitely do. Because it might be that there's a group of people who are actually holding you back. Taurus, I think there's a group of people around some of you guys who's actually holding you back, and it's probably best just going it alone. And I think you realise that. You're afraid to lose a friendship, you're afraid to let people down, you're afraid to be seen as a traitor, but I think in the end it's probably better to go, and I think you'll see that in the outcome. I'm going to open this up anyway. What's his exploration about? It says that Taurus is involved in exploring some form of a new venture with a group of people, perhaps, the 3 of Wands. Why is what's this about? Why is Taurus showing as being the 3 of Wands, this explorer? What are they exploring? Well, the King of Wands energy. So I think that this is about you exploring a new journey, and it's with the King of Wands. It's with a friend. I would read this as a King of Wands is a person. So we can see here that the King of Wands is here trying to win a race. He's trying to get to a goal here. And he's got obstacles. I think he might be blind on this picture, actually. He's got a guide dog and he's got a stick and he's got glasses on. But nothing stops him. So I'm reading this in terms of a person. This, you know, you guys will probably be on some new exploration journey with a friend, King of Wands, showing up here. King of Wands can also be another country, so maybe there's exploration, a journey, a holiday being taken. Three of Wands is also a holiday to another country. Hot country is King of Wands. As an energy, the King of Wands, success. So this is you guys exploring new territory, and it's all about trying to obtain a goal. Even in the most difficult of situations, you really have a great sense of self-belief. Or it could be a person. Now, the reason everything is happening though, as a result of that though, your focus needs to be for the month, or your focus for the month. God, this is how difficult these cards are to shuffle, because they will just turn out, you know, quite annoying actually. I do like them, but they're very, very big. But I love them. You can see the pictures are absolutely gorgeous. So as a result of that then, the focus for the month will be the High Priestess, your intuition. What's this intuition about with the High Priestess? What's this about with the High Priestess? Right, the Tower. Okay, so the energy is about focusing on your intuition for the month, because this intuition is about to reveal itself. It's about the Tower, okay? So the Tower is a card that talks about a revelation. So this is almost like a secret being revealed with that Tower energy. Okay, your intuition might be telling you as well with this Tower energy that some doom or gloom is impending. And I think that you're focusing on your intuition because with the Tower energy as well, I think that there is a sense of not feeling stable around this, because the Tower represents an unstable foundation. So the focus of the month is you guys focusing on your intuition, because with this Tower energy, there's a sense of instability around this. Here you guys are on some new expedition. It could be with a friend, this King of Wands. And it might be with a friend, this King of Wands. So you're on this new journey with this King of Wands. But your intuition is telling you, for the month, the energy is that your intuition keeps coming back to you and saying that this isn't a stable collaboration. This is not a stable partnership. I don't believe that some of you guys think this is a stable partnership. Because the reason that everything is happening is because of Temperance. And what's Temperance about? What's Temperance about? The Queen of Pentacles energy showing here. Which again can be you. Sometimes I'm so tempted to carry on reading into the, you know, the picture on the cards, because the pictures are very inviting. But I still feel that this is about a group. I think the root issue is about you trying to manage and mediate between perhaps this King of Wands, perhaps another individual here. But, you know, and I think the other individual is the Queen of... I don't think this is you, I think this is somebody else. So the root issue is all about you trying to mediate. You know, we can see that you're in... And the Three of Wands is showing three people, so we can see you're on some expedition with a King of Wands in your root issue. Sorry, in your you now position. So I think that you guys are starting out on some form of collaboration with another individual. But the reason that everything is occurring in the month, and the reason why you guys need to focus on your intuition, because it tells you that this is an unstable foundation and everything is about to fall apart, is because you're having to mediate. I think between this King of Wands that we're seeing in the you now position and also this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so between this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles, you're having to mediate. And if you look, there's two people on the card, it's a male and a female. So it might be a male and a female friend that you've got going on here, you know. There's a friendship, there's people around you that don't get on, I think, Taurus, and you're having to mediate or try and keep the peace with these people. And that's why your intuition is telling you that this isn't going to work. Now, in the recent past, you guys have experienced the Four of Swords. And what's the Four of Swords about? Because this is time to just sit back and contemplate. What's this Four of Swords about? Well, the Hierophant. So you're trying to follow some guidance here. And you're trying to pay attention to what you've been taught with this Hierophant energy. So I think that you have taken a step back with the Four of Swords. And this is to gain some form of introspection. It is to take notice of what you've learned with the Hierophant, what you were taught with the Hierophant energy. And I think that what you may have been taught with this Hierophant energy, hang on a minute, is that, you know, within families, this is the family card of the Ten of Coins, there are always going to be problem people, the Queen of Swords. because she is naturally somebody who's quite problematic. She's, you know, she's very analytical. She can be quite aggressive, even in the upright, for example, showing here. And you can see here, look, you've got this Queen of Swords, look, and that two, can you see the Two of Swords here? But on this card here, Taurus, this person saying, no, 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 fuck off, I don't want to hear it. Can you see? These two people are in argument together. Can you see that? So you've been taught, you've taken time out and you said, look, let me just think about what I've been taught. What was I taught? Because the Hierophant is a teacher and you're the student. So what was I taught? And I was taught that within families, and if I want to build something successful, but I think it's more that within families, the Ten of Coins, whatever the family is, work family, family, there is always going to be one person who's causing problems, this Queen of Swords energy. And you don't have to be a part of the problem. You can say, that's it, not interested, go away. You know, so you've been taught, you're sitting back and you're saying, look, how do I mediate this issue? How am I going to mediate it? Because I've got people around me that are at loggerheads. You're not at loggerheads, Taurus. I believe that there are people around you who are at loggerheads with each other. And you're taking a step back and you're saying, let me just tap into my intuition. Let me tap into the past memories of what I was taught by my elders. And I was taught that within the family, there's always going to be disruption with this Queen of Swords. There's always going to be somebody who causes problems. But you know what? Two of Swords, I really don't need to be a part of this. I don't need to do this. So really this is all about you saying, how do I just get on with what I need to do? I don't need to be a part of these people's shit. I'm the one that's always trying to mediate. Because your challenge is this Three of Cups. Everybody agreeing. What's the Three of Cups? Why is the Three of Cups the challenge? Why is the Three of Cups the challenge? Right, because of the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Okay. So somebody doesn't want to put the work in. There's an disagreement here. The challenge is having everybody agree. Partnership, friendship is the challenge. It might be an agreement because there's already been no results from this situation. Okay, so this disagreement might be heralding from you guys starting some form of a project within a group, but not seeing any results. It might be with Ace of Coins reverse, somebody is not committed to an outcome, because Ace of Coins in the upright is about building something for the long term. You're planting the seeds, and what you're doing is you're watching it grow. Because you're investing for the future. So it might be your challenge is a group, the people that you're with, agreement, everybody being on the same page, because one of you with this Ace of Coins in the reverse is not willing to invest. Ace of Coins reverse, not willing to put the hard work in, is not committed enough with that Ace of Coins in the reverse. This person lacks trust, strength in the reverse. They're not committed enough and they lack a great deal of strength. It might be that your challenge is agreement between all factions. You, whoever these other people are, maybe there's been some loss of money here, for example, here, and it's lowered somebody's belief system. So it might be that you're looking to invest in a project, but because the prototype, or because what has so far shown up is that there is no success from this Ace of Coins in reverse, also reverse to losing money. It might be that this person has lowered, this situation here has lowered this person's belief. So it might be that you've got problems with a group of people or agreements happening here with this Three of Cups between you and this group or a couple of people, because it might be that there's something to do with somebody's not committed to working hard on this situation, and it's lowered the whole tone, the whole belief system of the group with the Strength in the reverse. Or it might be with the Ace of Coins, there's something to do with investments and losing money in which somebody's now lost faith, Strength in the reverse. And as a result of that, that's why you need to use your intuition. And the intuition is all about the Tower. So the intuition might be, well, should I break free? Tower means to break free as well. So reading it that way, I think that your intuition for the month is telling you you need to just do one. You need to break free from this whole situation. The most likely outcome will be the Two of Coins. And what's this Two of Coins about? What's the Two of Coins about? Well, the Four of Coins. So this might be something financially wise as well. Okay. So it might be that you'll have to... It depends on what kind of reading it is. I mean, there aren't, you know, you read the cards in terms of what they tell you. So the Pentacles are about material wealth, but also effort and stability. Okay, and the Four of Coins is all about holding on to your possessions. Okay, and you know, I think that this Four of Coins is really saying with the Two of Coins that the most likely outcome is that you're going to have to just manage, I think, with the Two of Coins energy, this situation, if you want to hold on to it, if you want to keep it going with that Four of Coins energy showing up. Coming in, you guys look happy because you look like doing work on your own. You get more results on your own than you do within this group. And what's this King of Coins about? What's the King of Coins about? Well, there you go, the Eight of Coins. So you guys are feeling really good. You're seeing results from your hard work. Because the Eight of Coins is hard work, and this is where you see results. So you see, for example, financial growth with the King of Coins energy. But you guys are definitely here with the King of Coins, your Taurus. And you're starting to see all these results from your hard work with the Eight of Coins energy. And as a result of that, you have the Lovers coming in. And what's this Lovers about? What's the Lovers about? Well, it's about the Magician. I think that you have a choice, and that choice is as to whether, you can see the Magician here is actually starting to plant the seeds. So he's starting to, you know, plant these seeds, watch them grow. He's starting to build for the future. That's what he's doing. He's planting some new seeds. So all this hard work, all these results from this hard work you're seeing, I think you have a choice as to whether you want to reinvest this, whether you want to put this back into the land, reinvest it back into the project, for example, with this Magician energy. Because I think that you have a choice whether you want to kind of start creating. And it might be starting to create something off your own with that Magician energy showing here. I think it's because you're very ambitious with that Queen of Wands energy showing up here. No, I don't. I think you are ambitious, but I think it's a choice. The Taurus with that Lover's anything, and I think energy, and I think that you have a choice as to whether the choice is whether you do it on your own or whether you reinvest what you have into this group ideology that you've been working with, because you might feel that you can control the arguments within this group. I just picked another card with that. You've got that Queen of Wands. Can you see what she's doing? She's holding a conductor stick against the Five of, so she's conducting, she's running things. So you guys are saying, right, I've got a choice here. I can carry on investing in this situation, building it up, because I'm the one that's got the money, I'm the one that's in control here. And therefore, because I'm in a very, very powerful place as the Magician energy, I feel that maybe, just maybe, I can take control with the Queen of Wands of this very disruptive group of people that I work with. So you're in a real place of power here, Taurus. Your fears of the Five of Cups, loss, ending of friendships, bad blood with that Five of Cups energy. Let's have a look at why you're fearing that and what that's about. Well, it's about a King of Cups. So this might be somebody who's, no, Knight of Cups actually. It's about a Knight of Cups and offer. So it might be losing. And the offer is, I think the offer with the Knight of Cups came from the original group that I'm seeing here. It's just that you guys, somebody offered something to you. For some of you, you got involved with it. You've got issues going on with that group of people now. And you're saying, should I even bother with it? But you recognise that once you start to see results when you work on your own on this particular plan, you say, I'm actually in a very powerful position here when I'm on my own doing this. So maybe, just maybe, they'll see me as the leader. Because Taurus is the leader. You're the bull. You are a leader. So maybe, just maybe, because I'm in such a powerful position, they'll listen to me and I'll be able to kind of control these warring factions. And here we have the fear being the Five of Cups. Sadness, loss, disappointment. Because it's about an offer that's come to you, this Knight of Cups energy showing up here. It's in the upright, the Knight of Cups is. King of Swords. Could be somebody important, somebody who's involved in the situation. The offer was made by a King of Swords, I feel. But your fear is, shit, what if I lose this? What if I lose the best thing that could make me? For some of you guys, it's all about a plan making you very rich, for example. Making you very wealthy, for example. You really don't want to lose out on that. I think it's something you really don't want to give up here, Taurus. The overall outcome is the Ace of Swords, you guys seeing the truth. And what's this truth about for Taurus? What's this truth about for Taurus? I swear that the readings are taking a little bit longer because the cards are so bloody difficult to shuffle. The Seven of Coins. You discover the truth. And the truth is about the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is somebody being deceptive with the Seven of Swords energy. But I don't think it's that. It's not about being deceptive. I didn't see any evidence of anybody being deceptive. I think that the truth is that you guys need to just take everything that you can while you can. That's what the Seven of Swords is. You are the Seven of Swords. I think the truth is that you've got to take everything that you can while you can. You know? That's what the truth is for you guys. So this is something that you'll probably carry on with. You've got disruption in the group. That's the problem. You've got disruption in the group. Taurus. But because you can see results from this, especially when you work on this thing on your own, you see results. When you're without the group, you see results. And you have to make a choice. That choice might be, I mean, I'm looking at, the cards are so inviting, the pictures are, you just want to look at them and read from the pictures. I think the choice is whether you should carry on toiling on this situation here. Because you know with this Queen of Wands energy that you have a great deal of control over these people. You know that you're in a prime position to manage, I think, with this Queen. You can see that she's conducting a whole group of people here. You know that you're in a great position. And you've been managing this group anyway. You've been doing it. So you know that you're in a really good place to do that. You know you can do this. You know that you can do it. It's just that you're tired of it. We're going to quickly do this reading again. So for Taurus in, let's look at the time. For Taurus in the month of August 2018, there you are. There's an expedition with a friend. This King of Wands dude here. There's something that you are researching, looking into. Now, as a result of that, you are trying to tap into your intuition. And that intuition is that either you need to break free or something's about to blow with the Tower. The reason that everything is happening is because you're having to play mediator with the Temperance energy. And it's between that, a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Wands. Neither of which I believe is you. So you're having to play mediator. There are two. There's a man and a woman on that card, and there's a man and a woman on this one. So you're having to play mediator between two people, okay? And that's why your intuition is saying to you, shit, things are about to blow, they're about to go down, but also my intuition tells me I need to break free. Now in the recent past, some of you guys, you've gone into hibernation, you've sought some introspection here, looked at what you've been taught with the Hierophant energy, and what you've been taught is that within any family of any type there is going to be a disruptive one, but you don't need to be a part of that with the Two of Swords here. You can just ignore it. Can you see how she's pointing and this woman's like, no, I don't want to know. So you don't need to be a part of that. But your challenge is the Three of Pentacles, sorry, the Three of Cups. Your challenge is agreements, people coming together, working together happily. Because I feel that this is either somebody who's not committed to a task here with this Ace of Coins in the reverse, has lowered the tone of the whole group. And as a result of that, your intuition tells you, well, maybe I should just break free from this. But the most likely outcome will be, well, you'll try and just work with this situation. You'll try and carry on mediating it with the Two of Coins because you really do want to hold on to this thing. You know that there is money to be gained and money to be earned, especially for some of you in this situation. Coming in, you will see, as the King of Pentacles, Taurus, all your hard work starting to pay off. And that's it. You'll start seeing results from all the hard work that you've put in. And therefore, you will be in a position to make a choice with the Lover's energy. Because you know that you are powerful enough. And all the hard work that you've put in with this Magician energy puts you in a position of strength with the Queen of Wands, where you can indeed shout your orders over. So this is about you getting this group in order, I think, with these two cards showing here. Your fears will be, well, losing out, perhaps on an offer of a lifetime from this King of Swords. The overall outcome says, well, you know what the truth is. It's really weird because this is either the truth is just take everything that you've got, or the truth is everything that you've gained on your own, just take it. You can see again two people behind you. Can you see one person here? I keep seeing these threes. One person here and the two people are like, what are you doing? You're fucking off with all of this stuff. Some of you guys might just decide to bail on it. and just take whatever you've got. Just take as much as you've developed in this particular project and just do it on your own, or maybe move on to a new group of people. Because all I'm seeing is somebody moving off with the stash, and people behind them saying, what are you doing? Where are you going? And in broad daylight, they're saying, I'm off. I actually think that you guys will make a decision with this Ace of Swords. The truth will be that you'll just decide to leave. I think you just can't be bothered to put up with the aggro. I'm seeing you guys letting go of aggro. There's a group of people who are just giving you aggro. It's almost like you say, well, I'm just better off doing it on my own. I'm seeing you guys being happy just to going it alone and doing it on your own, because you just can't be bothered with the problems. Let's have a quick look at... sorry, I hate getting the length of the readings this long, because people prefer them shorter, but I think it's because of the big... I love the cards, but they're too big. They should have made them smaller. They're really hard to handle, and it just takes time to put them down. What's the advice that you have for Taurus in the month of August 2018? What's the advice, show me? God is your source, is your advice. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. I don't know what that means for you. I mean, yeah, definitely God is at the heart of everything. And I certainly feel within this reading you've been given an amazing opportunity for some of you Taurians to work with, you know, a really good group of people. But I think at the same time as well, it doesn't matter if you take off with the stash, because this is all your hard work anyway. You can see here, you know, you're seeing results from all of your hard work, okay? And as a result of that, the overall outcome is, you know, you see what the truth is. The truth is, with this Seven of Swords, you've just got to take off. You've got to take everything that you have gained within this situation, that you've put your own work into, and you've got to move on with it. Because what will happen is that you'll carry on working within the group, and they'll take credit for your hard work as well, when in fact all they've been doing is arguing, and you've been the one that's been putting the whole heap of... You've been the one, Taurus, that's been doing all of the hard work. People will take credit for your hard work. So I think that really what the reading is saying is, yes, God is your source, and there is enough to share. Definitely, and there will be more for them to share, but they can share it in their own way. You've worked hard for what you've got, so the overall outcome says that clarity, I think, with this Ace of Swords is telling you with that Seven of Swords, whatever it is that you have garnered from this, whatever it is that results you have seen has been off your own back. You've worked hard, and you're not willing to take anybody else's problems on. So by the end of the month, some of you guys might just be leaving a particular group and taking all of the results of the hard work that you've put in with you. Alright, that's your reading, Taurus, for August 2018. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.